valuable on dividends for me because I'm certainly hearing a lot of talk about this, right? And why it's the right strategy for a market.
If you see a stock with a yield north of 8%, that means the smart money won't go near it.
Not all dividend payers are the same. High dividend payers more likely are similar to junk bonds.
The stock market has been hitting new highs.
In this video, I'll reveal 5 underrated dividend stocks that help you make money in 2023 and years to come. So if you like collecting dividend payments like myself, this video is for you. But first, let me explain to you what dividend stocks are, for those who may not know or know too little of. So a dividend stock is a stock from a company that will pay you a portion of their profits throughout dividends. Many investors tend to prefer dividend stocks due to their quarterly payouts, and the value appreciation of the stock just makes it even better. They may not appreciate 10% in the near compared to a growth stock. However, they do in fact provide you with a peace of mind with stability during hard times. Dividend stocks are often and tend to be more reliable and stable during the market's volatility. I personally hold all of these dividend stocks I'm about to mention with the intention of diversifying my portfolio, and the quarterly payouts is something I can always trust on. Make sure you stick around towards the end of the video. I will also give you guys important information when it comes to investing into dividend stocks. That way you don't lose all your hard-earned money while investing. So the first dividend stock on my list is Waste Management, ticker symbol WM. I know this isn't a fun or exciting company, but hear me out. Waste Management is an essential company. We all generate waste, and Waste Management is a company that helps with that. Waste Management offers multiple services in North America, ranging from recycling, disposal of non-hazardous and hazardous waste, transfer, and collection, impacting millions of customers and humans around all of the 40 states across the US. Waste Management is at $163.66 a share, paying out a dividend of 1.71% dividend yield. So this means the company will pay you $2.80 per share every year. And it has a really nice 5-year chart. In fact, I'll show you guys a screenshot up in my screen. It's currently up a little bit over 113% on the 5-year chart and up 3.60% from the past year. So every time you look at a dividend stock or any type of stock in general, you always want to make sure it has a nice uptrend because you could sort of predict its future and the stock direction it's heading towards. If we take a look at the company's financials and look at the company's net income, we can see that the company is up 23.28% from the past year, which is pretty good and much needed as the company didn't do too good during the last couple of years. Its total revenue for 2020 increased to 9.85%. The company made $19.70 billion, which is always a very good sign and a good direction for the company. Overall, Waste Management seems promising and is a buy in my book. It has good financials with its focus on sustainability and innovation. As long as the population keeps generating waste, Waste Management will be there to help it clean it up. It's almost impossible to prevent the company from growing, making a very promising investment for 2023 and for years to come. Before I reveal the next stock, please drop a like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to educate yourself when it comes to investing or simply learn what's happening with the economy. Thank you. So the next dividend stock up on my list is Realty Income Corporation, ticker symbol O. Realty Income Corporation is basically a real estate investment fund. Have you ever wanted to get into real estate but simply don't know how to or just don't have time? Well, Realty Income Corporation can help you with that. This stock uses its shareholders' money to invest into commercial properties, especially in retail and industrial real estate. The company is currently selling at $62.57 a share, paying out a very nice dividend of 4.87%, which would be $3.06 per share you hold. And if we look at the 5-year chart, it is up 50.16%, which is not bad for a dividend stock. Now, let's get into the company's financials. Its net income for 2020 is $872.42 million, up a staggering 141.84%. Its total revenue looks great. You can see they are making good progress every year, which is ideal when buying dividend stocks. This company is up 60.72%, which is not bad at all. Realty Income Corporation is another essential stock. They have their hands on a ton of real estate across the US and even countries like Spain, the United States, Italy, and Puerto Rico. As long as people keep living and renting or buying homes, I don't see this company going anywhere besides up. In fact, I recently added more shares of Realty Income Corporation to my stock portfolio, and I plan on adding more in the future. So this next stock I'm about to mention is in the medical sector, which made me a good amount of money during the pandemic with their vaccine. However, I won't go too into details on the pandemic because this is YouTube. But the company is Johnson JNJ, ticker symbol JNJ. Johnson JNJ has been dominating recently within the medical sector. This company owns brands like Tylenol, Motrin, Band-Aid, and much more. I'll show you guys a picture of all of the famous brands that they own. They have products in the self-care category, as well as skincare and beauty, and even products in the essential health niche, Johnson Johnson is currently selling at $165.15. This company is up 47% in the past 5 years, and it has a good trend line, which is always a must. This company pays a 2.85% dividend yield, which would be $4.52 per share. If we look at their financials, this company has an okay net income and has very good total revenue. This is a must because this indicates that the company has the money coming in. Johnson Johnson is another essential stock with a promising future. People will always need healthcare and medicine, which Johnson Johnson is providing just that. This following dividend stock isn't really known to be a dividend stock, but it sure pays dividends and is dominating year after year in the technology sector. The stock I'm talking about is Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. Apple isn't known to be a high dividend paying stock, but it has massive potential for growth. This company is currently selling at $164.66 a share and is up a very nice 311.75% in 5 years. This is why I mentioned I believe the Apple stock is a massive underrated dividend stock. This is a company that grew 314% in the past 5 years. These are insane numbers. Just imagine if you invested 1,000 or even 2,000, 3, etc. In 5 years, you could basically 3x your money with this company. Anyways, this stock currently pays out a small dividend of 0.56%, which will be 92 cents per share. Apple has a track record with increasing dividend payments. In fact, let me show you guys a graphed history of the increasing yearly dividend payments from this company and the predictions based on its history. Apple stock did have a recent stock split in 2020, so just take that into consideration when looking at this chart. And for anyone wondering what is a stock split, let me quickly explain to you what it is. So basically, a stock split occurs when a stock gets too high and the company decides to split the stock into multiple pieces. Think of this as a pizza. At first there is one big slice, but then the person cuts the pizza into 8 slices. Imagine those 8 slices are stock shares. Instead of having one share that costs $800, you now have 8 shares of the company, and now each one of those shares now costs $100. You will eventually still have $800 worth of stock, but you now have 8 shares of the company instead of 1. I hope this made sense. So now, let's get back to Apple. Looking at the company's financial, the total revenue and the net income look very promising. The consistency on the growth earnings are very good. I'm holding this stock for the long term as I see tremendous potential, and I plan on adding more whenever there's a dip. And now for my last and final stock on the list is Action ETF named SCHD Dividend ETF. This is a must dividend stock that everyone needs in their stock portfolio, in my opinion. SCHD is basically a basket, and within that basket they hold a bunch of well-known dividend stocks. Companies like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Pfizer, the Home Depot, Verizon, and much more. This is a well-diversified stock and is actually one of my favorite dividend stocks. This stock is currently selling at $72.96 a share, and it has a very good looking chart, up 74.42% in the last 5 years. They pay out a dividend of 3.62%, which will be $2.64 per share. This stock has a 5-star rating by Morningstar and is definitely a good pickup in my opinion. I also plan on continue adding this stock and increasing my current position, as this is a well-balanced stock and a very diversified one as well. All of these 5 stocks I mentioned look very promising for the future, and I expect growth from them. You have a mixture of essential stocks like Waste Management, Realty Income Corporation, Johnson Johnson, and a stock that is dominating in the technology sector, which is Apple. And lastly, SCHD ETF dividend stock, which they have their hands on everything. Adding all of these stocks to your portfolio will not only diversify you during hard times, but also pay you a dividend and capital appreciation. I believe it's worth mentioning that just because a stock is paying out a high dividend yield like 6 or even 9% doesn't mean it's a good stock. You still have to do your own research and due diligence because they may be heading towards the wrong direction or even bankrupt.
High dividend payers more likely are similar to junk bonds.
You see a stock with a yield north of 8%, that means the smart money won't go near it.
We think quality is important, and there are parts of the dividend universe that are really expensive.
Not all dividend payers are the same.
Be cautious and do your research before investing into a company. The last thing I want to see is for you to be losing your hard-earned money on a random stock with a poor management and with bad financials. I'm not a financial advisor, so you should always do your own research whenever making any financial decision. This is just my thoughts and my opinions on these stocks and what I'm buying for my portfolio. If you made it this far, I want to hear from you guys. Which dividend stocks is your favorite one and why? Let me know in your comments below any other dividend stocks that you may have. I hope you learned something new today. It's been your boy Kendrick. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more financial literacy. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Peace.
You want quiet money, you don't want vassal.